Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. This week we got a special video for one of my favorite people in the whole world, my homeboy Clint. Clint is one of my homies for a long time that I met through one of my best friends in the whole fucking world. I love this guy to death. My boy Connor. Clint is Connor's brother, and Clint is one of my best friends too now. I love both of these guys. Every time I go out to San Francisco area, the Bay Area, these guys are my home base, my rock, my favorite people. They always show me around. Me and Clint always make it a point to have our own little special time together, you know what I'm saying? Go have some food and just catch up on life. And I've had some dog-ass conversations with Clint. He's a intellectual and just a all-around good, funny dude. Like me and this guy. I've had some belly achers with both of those guys. Love them to death. All the music's gonna be my music, and we don't have any feature artists this week, or do we? Nah, I think this week is gonna be straight up. Next week I got a full-fledged featuring, commission, all of that type of stuff video for you, but this week we're just gonna make it all about Clint and me and our friendship. Love this guy to death. I won't hold you up anymore. Let's get right into the video. Alright guys, for this video, I did something a little bit different with the background, something that I've never done before as far as texture. What I did was I first put on the pinkish tan color, but then I took the brush and took some extra like brown with it and kind of just like I kind of just smushed it in to create this kind of a textured look, and never done it before, and we got a couple more never dones before in this video, but I think the way that this background came out pretty freaking dope. Alright guys, so like in previous videos, I think I'm getting a lot better at my shading and getting the color tones and values right, like the reference photo that I'm using. Here's the reference photo that I use for this painting. While it's not spot on, I've only been doing portraits now for a couple of months, so bear with me. I do think that it came out pretty close to how we actually looked. Hopefully he likes the way that I did it, but I can definitely see a level up happening here as I wrap up just doing that initial layer of tones for his face. Alright guys, so as I wrap up like the beard and go into the eyes and doing that part, I will have to say that the last time I did a beard would be on the Dick Gregory joint. And you guys remember how much trouble I was having with that beard. In this one, I didn't have half of the troubles that I had with that one. I kind of just was like, all right, let me lay down first the dark layer and then lighter layer and keep on building on that. And I just felt a lot more comfortable with the oils going into Clint's beard than I did with the Dick Gregory beard. And that's awesome because that shows that we are growing and we are learning together. And hopefully you guys can see the progress from that first portrait that I did, that Dick Gregory joint, till now with the oils. The first portrait I did on the channel was for my homegirl Jocelyn, and now I'm just thinking about that painting and all the things I would have did differently. Still think that it came out dope, but I can guarantee you if I were to get that commission again, it would be 10 times sicker. Alright guys, so now we are getting into the wardrobe and the attire that Clint's wearing. So at first I was gonna put his head on Scary Terry. I don't know if you've seen Rick and Morty, but here's a picture of Scary Terry. He's always saying, Scary Terry, bitch. Love that character. I know Clint loves Rick and Morty too, but I then was like, you know what? I kind of want to make this something like regal and something, you know, I wanted to make him look like a king, but I still wanted to add my graffiti-esque type of style to the painting. I didn't want it to just look like one of those paintings that you see from the olden days or some shit like that. I think that looks just like boring and stuff. So that's when I decided that I'm gonna put an octopus in there, because I miss doing my octopus and I still haven't forgot about him. I still love the F out of some octopi, so added the octopi as well as set him up with like a king's garment, you know, and eventually you'll see why I named this painting King Clint, and I, you know, added that in, and I think that I think it came out pretty dope, and I think it was a pretty dope concept. Clint, holla at me if you still want that skirt turd, bitch. Alright guys, so you may have noticed that I went back in with the octopus. After I did the initial clothes that he's wearing, the king's robe, garment, and whatnot, I noticed that the octopus, I thought that orange was a little bit too like out there, and I wanted the octopus to more match what he was wearing so I can stay in the same color and leaving everything kind of like uniform and bring it together. I felt like with that bright orange, although I love the way that it looked, the orange into the yellowish reds and stuff like that, I decided to go back over, and I noticed that when I went back over with the oils that the underlayer, that orange, did add to the look that it has, and I ended up going back in with the clothes that he's wearing and kind of lighting it up a little bit to match the octopi. I hope that makes sense. Alright guys, we're getting in that home stretch here, and I'm just gonna fill it up, speed fire. So the gold leaf, oh my god, there's a reason why you don't see the whole process of me putting on that gold leaf, because it was my first time doing gold leaf and I was extremely frustrated. But by the end of it, I think I'm pretty like comfortable using the gold leaf now, and I want to add that into a lot more of my paintings. You guys let me know what you think of that in the comments. Also, I'm adding in the tag, the King Clint on the head. I did that for a reason. I felt like the head was too big, and I'm just telling myself here. But I felt like adding that King Clint over that part of the head kind of made it look more like the reference. You guys let me know what you think of that in the comments, because in the reference photo he actually has a little bit of hair on his head, but I wanted to make him bald just to make it look a little bit more, I don't know, look better in my eyes. But yeah, so I'm going in with a little bit of cleanup. I went back over the clothes that he's wearing a little bit more, and just basically added my tags, and then we're calling it a day. Alright guys, that's gonna be another video done. Thank you so much, Clint, for this commission. I know he hits me up and he's up there like, Chuck, I want a portrait. You guys remember a few weeks back I was up there like, yo, please give me portraits. Clint saw that and was like, he wanted a portrait, and I am so glad, Clint, that you gave me an opportunity to practice portraits, because I feel like I'm getting just that much better with last week's portrait and this week's portrait, and we got a few more in the book. I think that I will be perfecting, or not perfecting, but getting better at this skill in no time. Also, what do you guys think of that gold leaf? I love the way that gold leaf came out. I definitely want to keep on using it in different scenarios. I got quite a few ideas. Guys, the next couple of weeks are all gonna be commissions, so I have so many ideas of paintings that I just want to do out of my own head, but first world problems, I guess. I am so happy to have all of these commissions. Keep them coming in. But I do plan on like pausing commissions every now and then, just so you guys can see what I come up with in my own head. Please don't stop the commissions, but I feel like it's important that you guys see some original ideas with the commissions that I get. You guys let me know what you think about that concept in the end, and yeah, thanks for coming out. Peace and all the love in the world to all of you guys that keep coming out for my videos. You guys have no idea how much it means to me to get a comment or get a like or somebody saying that they never seen my work before and binge watching all of my videos. My boy Kenji hit me up the other day. It was something like, Chuck, man, I love your shit. And he commissioned me for a few paintings. And I mean, that warms my soul, especially because his commissions are dope. He has some dope ideas. I give you a little sneak peek at one of them, and he wants me to do a xenomorph from Aliens. What? Maybe we'll do like a xenomorph octopus joint. I don't know. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. We are still brainstorming. Thanks guys for coming out for another one. Love you guys so much. Peace, love.